Game-changing AI tool for creators, Adobe Firefly. While the world was still digesting groundbreaking image-generating software like OpenAI's Dall-E and Midjourney, the world-famous leading design software Adobe said, "Hold my beer." Adobe unveiled a family of new creative, generative AI on March 21st, 2023, and it will snatch your wig.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for AI. Here we cover the latest news and breakthroughs in the field of artificial intelligence.
Have you heard about Adobe's latest foray into generative AI? It's called Firefly, and it's pretty cool. Basically, it's a family of AI models designed to bring AI into Adobe's suite of apps and services, specifically for generating media content. And the best part? Firefly is made up of multiple AI models that work across different use cases, making it easier for users to create and edit objects, composites, and effects. In today's video, we'll explore Adobe Firefly and find out what makes it stand out among the many generative AI available today. Stick around until the end of the video to find out what's new with Adobe and how you can make use of this fascinating new software to get that bag. What do you think of Adobe entering the innovative world of AI? Have you got your hands on any image generating software yet? Let us know in the comments below. Now, without much hold, let's dive right into the video. Adobe Firefly. Firefly is the next step in our AI journey, bringing together our new Gen Tech models with decades of investment in imaging, typography, illustration, and more to produce assets, Adobe VP of Generative AI, Alexandru Costin explained. Adobe is pushing the boundaries of what's possible with generative AI. With Firefly, everyone who creates content, regardless of their experience or talent, will be able to use their own words to generate content the way they dream it up, Costin said. It's not the first time Adobe has dabbled in generative AI. They introduced similar tools in Photoshop, Express, and Lightroom last year. But with the launch of Firefly, they're taking things to the next level. And as demand for AI-generated artwork continues to rise, Adobe is staying ahead of the curve by allowing contributors to sell their creations in its content marketplace. Adobe Firefly is still in beta, and they don't have pricing set yet. In simple words, Adobe Firefly is an AI model that can generate images and text effects from descriptions. And get this, they used hundreds of millions of photos to develop it. All you gotta do is give it a text prompt, and it'll create content for you. How crazy is that? Costin said, "We'll bring this value to our customers' workflows where content is created across Creative Cloud, Experience Cloud, and Document Cloud. Right now, you can only use it on a website, but soon it'll be available across Adobe's apps like Express, Photoshop, Illustrator, and Adobe Experience Manager." Features. Adobe's new Firefly model is really impressive. It's more than just basic text-to-image generation. It can actually transfer different styles to existing images, kind of like Prisma. Plus, you can use it to apply styles or textures to lettering and fonts, which is pretty amazing. Let's take a close look at its remarkable features. With context-aware image generation, you can effortlessly bring your concepts to life and experiment until you achieve perfection. Creators can revolutionize their digital imaging and photography experience with Firefly. This innovative tool offers unlimited creative options and lightning-fast results. Firefly lets you take your illustration, artwork, and graphic design skills to the next level with its instant creative building blocks. Creators will be able to generate custom vectors, brushes, and textures with just a few words or a sketch and edit them seamlessly using the tools they already know and love. Creators can transform their video edits with Firefly's astounding text-based video editing feature. Change the mood, atmosphere, or weather with a simple description and watch as Firefly brings your vision to life with stunning colors and settings. Make your mark in marketing and social media with Firefly's distinctive content creation capabilities. You can generate extraordinary posters, banners, social posts, and more with a simple text prompt, or upload a mood board to create original, customizable content. Firefly is also future-forward in 3D modeling. With the ability to turn simple 3D compositions into photoreal images and create new styles and variations of 3D objects with ease, the possibilities with Firefly are infinite. Before we move on, make sure you hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon to stay updated with the world of AI. What's new? The most notable thing about Firefly is that any artwork created using Firefly models will have metadata indicating that it's partially or fully AI generated. This is both a practical and legal consideration, as artists on platforms like ArtStation have been protesting the influx of new AI-generated art. On a technical level, Firefly is similar to other text-to-image AI models like OpenAI's Dall-E 2 and Stable Diffusion, transferring the style of one image to another and generating new images from text descriptions. What sets Firefly apart, though, is that Adobe claims it will avoid the ethical and logistical issues that many of its competitors have faced. See, AI models like Firefly learn to generate new images from existing ones by training on data sets that are often scraped together from public image hosting websites. And that's where things get tricky. Some experts think that training models using public images, including copyrighted ones, may be covered by fair use laws in the US, but that's not a settled matter, especially considering different laws in other countries. And beyond the question of compensation, there's also the issue of generative AI replicating copyrighted content from the data it was trained on. Some image hosting platforms have even banned AI-generated content over fears of legal trouble. It's a complicated issue, but it's clear that Adobe is taking steps to address it. So, Adobe's taking a unique approach to their Firefly models. Unlike other generative AI models that use public images, sometimes without permission from the creators, Adobe is training their Firefly models exclusively on content from Adobe stock, their own royalty-free media library, as well as openly licensed and public domain content where the copyright has expired. Moreover, in the future, users will be able to train and fine-tune Firefly models with their own content. How awesome is that? Adobe is also thinking about the impact generative AI will have on content creators. They're exploring a compensation model for stock contributors that would allow them to benefit from any revenue Firefly generates, similar to Shutterstock's Contributors Fund. And for artists who don't want their work to be used to train AI models, Adobe is allowing them to attach a Do Not Train credentials tag to their work. Despite these efforts, there are still concerns in the creative community about the influence of generative AI models on artists' work. That's why Adobe is working with the Content Authenticity Initiative and Coalition for Content Provenance and Authenticity to create an opt-out mechanism for artists. The Do Not Train tag will again come in handy in this case. Adobe hopes the opt-out mechanism will be adopted industry-wide. They want the tag to follow content wherever it's used or stored so that models aren't trained on content that artists don't want to be associated with. The issue of control over creative work in the age of generative AI is clearly a complex one. But it's good to see companies like Adobe taking steps to address artists' concerns and working with industry groups to find solutions. Adobe customers might have a new headache to deal with when it comes to the artwork generated by Firefly, figuring out who owns the rights to it. The latest federal guidance in the US isn't super clear on the copyright status of AI art. The US Copyright Office rejected copyrights for AI-generated images created by Midjourney, but later they said that copyright protection would depend on the circumstances, particularly in how the AI tool operates and how it was used to create the final work. So what does this mean for Firefly-generated art? According to Costin, The law on ownership of AI-generated art is a bit up in the air at the moment. However, he believes that using Adobe's tools to add creative input to a generated image should be enough for a creator to obtain a copyright. What do you think of the steaming hot issue of copyrights? Do you agree with Alexander Costin? Let us know your opinion in the comments below. Future. Okay, so Adobe's got big plans for Firefly. They're not just stopping at generating images and text. They want to create illustrations, graphic designs, 3D models, and more. It's a major investment for Adobe, and they're really committed to making it work. Costin says that future Firefly models will use a variety of assets, tech, and training data from Adobe and others. They're designing generative AI to support creators and help them work more efficiently. It's a big goal, but if anyone can make it happen, it's probably Adobe. Adobe is constantly exploring new ways to help creators express their ideas through the power of generative AI. Their latest research focuses on progressive, controllable image synthesis, enabling creators to produce outstanding results with simple brushstrokes. By pairing stylus lines with AI, this technique allows for precision and efficiency in image editing. They are also working on a customizable diffusion, a feature that empowers creators to apply their unique style to image generation. By selecting which images inform the generative AI, this technique offers greater creative control and simplifies the process of applying creative choices across a body of work. In addition, Adobe's developing generative image compositing, a game-changing technique that makes natural-looking photo mixing more effortless than ever before. By leveraging the power of AI, creators can save time and effort when fixing color, shading, perspective, shadows, and more. It's thrilling to see Adobe continue to innovate in this space and provide users with cutting-edge technology. With Firefly and other generative AI tools, the possibilities for creativity are endless. Creators will be able to enhance their creative process with Firefly's generative AI tools made specifically for creative needs, use cases, and workflows. Once Firefly is out of the beta stage, users will have the option to use content generated in Firefly commercially.
Thank you for watching. It's time for AI. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We'll be back again shortly.